Let's see if I can get the chat here on my other phone because it's really small to read. Yeah, man. We'll see what happens. We'll see. Hello from Iceberg Alley in Newfoundland. Love you, Minion. Minion's here at the moment. We'll see. We'll see how long he. Oh, I can get the chat on here. Awesome. Awesome. Oklahoma. West Virginia. Concrete home manufacturer. Not far from you in West Virginia. Okay. My house, I want to be a concrete house. You want to build a house next spring? Send me an email at narrowwayhomestead@gmail.com. I want a concrete house. I've always wanted a concrete house. Okay, not always, but for like nearly 20 years, I've wanted a concrete house. I was going to do ICFs, insulated concrete forms, but I'm not totally sold on that. But yeah, I like concrete houses. I didn't even know anybody did them in at least the ICFs in West Virginia, but that's cool. I'm from Trinidad, Caribbean, Washington Courthouse, Ohio, from Point Pleasant, West Virginia. Very cool. I have no idea what just fell down there. Oh, yeah, I do. Oh well. How's Jen doing? She's doing good. She's making herself some decaf coffee right now. Hey, look. I didn't even notice. When did that happen? Dagger showed up. And Minion just got off and ate a bug. Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Sitting outside, but it started drizzling. Hello from Long Island. That sounds like Long Island. I've been there all of like twice, but I think it was rainy both times. Kansas, quick protein snack for men's. Absolutely. Yep, he eats the bugs. Dagger will eat the bugs. This chair may be filled with all kinds of different critters and people as the night goes on. I don't know what'll happen. Hi. Hi. Hi, Dagger. Oh, Dagger's gonna gnaw on me. Nate, you're awesome. Well, thanks. Yes, Dagger did steal Minion's chair. Certainly did. Troy Flam, thanks for being a Narrowway supporter. Appreciate it. How do you like the GPS Garmin handheld? I like it. It's what I use primarily. Most of the time I have it on me, but I'm literally outside here, so I think I'll hear if Ad starts barking and then starts taking off, but if I'm not sure, I'll go grab it. I got my lights far enough away from me that hopefully most of the bugs don't hit me in the face. Let's see what happens. Living on the homestead vicariously through you. Cool. Any update on Bucket Cat? No, there's not. Can you say that's good? That's good. Wish the woods would light up more behind me. Looks like I have like one leaf stem and then like the rest is darkness. Let me try something. Ria C, welcome to the Narrowway supporters. Let me try something. Hold on, guys. I put that light behind me. And what happens? Oh, it kind of lights up a little bit. It looks cool. That looks cool. Dagger, do you use a RO system for your water? Absolutely, I do. Absolutely. Shouldn't food always be FDA inspected for safety? I don't know. I mean, I guess if you're selling it, it's supposed to be, right? Mosquitoes out there, none at the moment. June bugs have been around recently. They're really annoying. Thomas, thank you for the super chat. I'm on my deck. Yes, I'm on my deck, and the woods is behind me. It looked really cool earlier. I should go live earlier, then you guys could see like the whole woods. The leaves are coming on the trees, which is awesome because it's starting to shade the building as it gets hotter. Can't drinking pond or rainwater cause infection? Probably. I would choose rainwater over pond water, big time. Or there's a June bug somewhere. Sounds big. It basically sounds like a large bomber coming into land. It's something like that. Can you do a beard oil without nut oil in it? I may sometime. I know people that have like a nut allergy can't do my beard care products. But yeah. My wife is very sensitive to smells, but your off-grid evening diffuser is one of the few things she actually enjoys. That's awesome. I'm glad. Yeah, that scent has become really popular amongst people that are skeptical of anything scented. So I'm just really glad that that scent happened to hit the mark like that. It's Jen's absolute favorite. Whoa, Troy gifted 5 Nate Petrosky memberships. Wow. Thanks, Troy. That was really kind of you. Zoe got one, Reagan got one, DJ got one, Original Momo, and Thomas. That was really cool. That was really kind of you. Did I get to see the solar eclipse? Yes, it was about 90% here, maybe 94%. Not the full 100%, which is really impressive, but you figure out how to turn the LED on as his collar. I don't know if I've ever tried. I think I knew it existed. But yeah, I don't think I've ever tried it. It's usually like I usually know where he is with the handheld, and so I can just look on that versus turning on a light and then like searching for him. Could turn it on, it'd be funny. All the bugs would come flocking to his face. Might make a funny video. He'd probably be annoyed with me. Are you worried about rising fascism in America? I'm worried about, well, not worried, but concerned about a variety of issues that show up in the country. There's only like 10,000 issues facing the country. I don't know, I'm worried, but I'm not. I can't really do much about it. I can't talk. Did you have to make any sacrifices to start homesteading, like having to give up something you'd like because the lifestyle didn't align? Motorcycles is the first thing I think of. I really like motorcycles. But I gave them up in exchange for ATVs, so like, ATVs are fun too. Like, they're not quite a motorcycle, but they both have their pros and cons. That's a mayfly. Go away, mayfly. It's not May yet. Got a couple more days, and then come back. Donald sent a super chat. Thank you very much. Late joining. Is Jen back? Yes, she is back. She's inside making coffee, and then she's feeding the dogs. Sundays are busy days. They are. I keep trying to think, like, should I change my live to like a different day? And then I keep picking different days and thinking about it, and it's just like, I don't know. It's just not a it seems like it's a worse day somehow. Like it's going to be more of a, yeah. There's the reason I schedule lives is so I actually do lives. If I didn't schedule a Sunday night live, then I'd probably do no lives ever. I'd mean to, but it's the way it goes. You guys do the kickback. We've been watching like movies and sometimes playing video games occasionally on in the winter time. We'll see what happens in the summer here. But yeah, man loves ATV. He does. He loved motorcycles too, though, for sure. Sure.
Thank you.
Dagger, Jen got food for you. Here.
Yeah, don't look at me. He's got the bowl. I got it, but it's in the bowl. He's like, meow.
Oh, won't fall off the edge. The only handrails on this deck are
there aren't any.
Are the tree branches. Not there aren't any.
There aren't any.
You can grab tree branches on your way back.
I wouldn't grab those tree branches. They don't look like they would hold anything.
Yeah?
No. They might hold persimmons at some point.
They might. Wow, I don't have slow chat on tonight.
Oh, moving like crazy, huh?
It's not too bad. Time is it for you? It's 9:13. Everybody's saying hi, John.
Hi, hi.
Like literally everybody.
Oh.
Look at all those people.
Whoa. Hi, guys.
What do you think is better, Ram TRX or the new Ram RHO? I like the V8 engine. I just love the sound of it. I've always liked V8s. Like that's just my thing. I don't know which one's better. Depends what you want, I guess. Jen, you have gorgeous hair.
Oh, thank you.
Show feet. Here, you can see my feet. Look at that. Socks. I was going to try to remember what brand they are. I can't even read it. Oh, it's got a camel on it. It was camel something. I think. I don't know. I'm going to get Minion back out here. Man.
I'd have to look at your email to remember what the brand was.
Come.
Yeah, that chat's just a rolling, isn't it?
I've got socks that somebody wants, a company wants me to endorse, and I'm testing them out first. You know, the whole.
Make sure I like them.
Make sure I like them first. I'm out here walking on the deck with socks. I walk all sorts of places with them, looking for. The only strings I'm finding are like random stuff that's stuck to them, like they're not falling apart or anything. They seem nice. I'm not wild about how tight they are on the ankles.
And that's totally a personal preference.
Yeah.
They're kind of almost tight like a compression sock.
They are.
Which is supposed to help keep your circulation going, so.
Yep. And fourth Minion, he's here. He's exploring the deck. It's nighttime. It is. It is. This is actually kind of cool. They can see us better than I thought they'd be able to.
Yeah, with just that light on,
Mm-hmm.
reflecting off our faces.
Yep.
So that way, look, we're glowing.
I had the other light over here, and it was kind of like sort of blinding me, but it didn't show any of the woods. I'm like, the woods needs to show up, so I stuck it back there, pointing at the trees.
Oh.
You know, Minion's back there eating as many bugs as he can off of it.
Oh, I see what you mean.
But I wanted to show the woods, and then
you illuminated the trees. Yeah.
I did.
Yep.
I wanted to show the woods, and I came out here, and it's like, well, I guess I can't show the woods because it's dark. How many ducks do you have? Do they all have names? I have 21 ducks, and I don't know how many are named.
I can name them all.
3.
I can name the ones that have names. I know it's not all of them. It's
Right.
more than half of them. There's a good chunk of them that don't, because there's a bunch of just solid white ones, and if I can't tell them apart, I don't think that they should have a name.
I won't lie, I know I couldn't handle homesteading at all, but every time I watch this channel, I want to. That's cool. Every lifestyle you decide to leave has its perks. Like, a lot of people at Homestead just say, this is the lifestyle and everybody should do it. And it's like, I don't know, you know, if you really want to, yes. But, like, some people, this just isn't their cup of tea. And that's just fine.
No. Some people would like to live away from the city, but yet still have their 9-to-5 job and not do the farming part.
For sure. And some people do.
Some people work their 40-hour jobs and come home and still do the farming part.
Still do the homestead part. Yep.
Yep.
Yep. It's a tough gig. But
Minion and Dagger over here are loving the bugs.
They're going nuts over these bugs.
He's eating more of them than Dagger is. Look at him. He's just going nuts.
He's gobbling them up.
He's got food brain right now, too, because I just fed him.
That doesn't help. Yep.
Just fed him.
Minion, how do you know
He's
those are
eating
edible?
Ants.
Oh, him and ants have had
Those are the ones
issues.
that bite and get stuck on the lip.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had to pull them off my cockers
The
before.
carpenter ants, yeah, him and carpenter ants have a long history of who's biting who.
Oh, that one bit him. Did you see him shake his head? Oh,
He bit it again, got bit again. Minion.
I think he took it down that time, though.
I think that might be a bad bug,
That's
man.
funny.
Minion.
He just ate half a dozen bugs easily.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, there's another one.
Well,
oh my
we're
gosh,
not
he's
getting bothered
funny.
by bugs, guys.
Oh, there's the mayflies.
Yeah. I was yelling
just
at him
not a
while you
ton
were
of
in
them.
there. I was yelling at him and told him to come back in a couple days. It's not May yet.
Is that a regular fly?
It might be. Kind of looks like
I
it.
don't know, look, because Spoot needs a fly.
She does. I put a bunch of bugs in there that I caught last night, and I don't see any of them anymore. I don't know if she ate them or if they just like...
Were they the small little moth things? She might have.
They weren't all small. One of them was kind of larger.
No, that's a moth too. Up there, it's just a smaller moth.
Oh, okay.
It's totally a moth. But yeah, there's another one just like it up there.
We're having the hardest time finding house flies.
You can't find flies here. I go over to the neighbor's house and they were everywhere.
Yeah, the neighbors have all the house flies.
I told her, I said, I'm bringing my net over and putting some bait in it and I'll just come zip it up after a little while.
Right.
So I need some flies.
Yep. Guys are the goats. Thanks. Mango Fat send us super chat. Thank you very much. That's a big super chat. Thank you. 20th super on the live stream. Very cool. Thanks.
That's awesome.
How bad are the wood ticks? It just depends. Like, they were really bad, like, in January. That was really crazy.
Yeah.
The last week or so, they haven't seemed horrible, but...
We took 2 off me. We took 2 or 3 off you.
Mm-hmm.
And the dogs typically get, like, what they call a dog tick. Or it is a dog tick or a deer tick.
Well, there's deer tick.
It's probably a deer tick,
like
but they've got the bigger, like...
There's like 3
they're just
common
nasty.
ticks here, and they have different
Those-
stages. So some of the same type of tick can be a small tick, or it can be the same type in the later life cycle that's big.
Oh, well,
like,
I tend to find the bigger ones.
Yeah.
But all the animals are treated, so as soon as they get
you
bit, the
wouldn't-
things die, and you can
would
pull
struggle
them right
to
off.
find the small
but
ones on him.
I pulled off of his nose. I totally pulled that
Well,
small wood tick off of him.
Sure.
But I pet
Most are dog
him
ticks.
a lot and
Often
feel for that.
do you see the Lone Star tick? A little bit. Not super often, but it's around. And for president, how did Minion get his name? When he was a puppy, he was little and yellow and did everything ambitiously without
Come on.
without necessarily the
Come.
best way of doing it. So she's loving her cat food.
No.
But yeah,
Came straight to it, didn't she?
what was it? Deer ticks are the smaller ones.
Yes.
There you go. I just see
Little brown
ticks and I
ones.
just know they're not awesome. Ew. Ken has adult drink. You're not old enough.
Charlo?
Uh-huh.
Well, she's just into everything. She
She's
was
got
not
food brain,
she was
too.
not a food brain dog until I gave her this brand food. Ever. Like
Yeah,
she didn't even eat whole bowls of food. She would just munch on it and run around and
right.
yeah, this food does something different.
That's the only brand of food that I've had the cats tear a bag open to get into.
That's crazy. Ooh, big June bugs.
The June bugs are
Flapping around.
here.
Oh, Charlotte's scared of it.
It's funny.
That's funny. Ooh,
Got a cabin south of Flatwoods. Bad problem with yellow jackets, paper wasps. Any suggestions? I do have suggestions. You must have missed the short I did 2 weeks ago, roughly. I use permethrin, and I use it particularly as a surface treatment before they start coming around. Like just as soon as I see the first one and they're thinking about making a nest, I spray all the areas I don't want them, and it works really well. You have to be careful with cats. Cats can't be around it when it's wet, but once it dries, it's okay. Northern Wisconsin, they're getting bad here. Yeah, I bet. What's happening with TikTok? I don't know if anything's happening for a while, but they'd passed legislation to ban it or force them to sell it, and they're not going to sell, so. Dagger's bumping the tripod. What's Jen's favorite Dutch oven recipe?
I think that my favorite one that I made this winter was the chicken and biscuits.
Yeah, that was pretty good. It was really good.
Yeah, but I'm gonna make some homemade cinnamon rolls and try that. I got some sourdough starter started, so.
Any big plans for projects in the summer? I've got a bunch of stuff I gotta do. A fair amount of it's like maintenance stuff. I'm gonna move the carport, get rid of the camper, and get a garage, and possibly rework the solar. There's no way it happens in the summer. It's gonna get pushed into fall if I do the solar thing. My favorite YouTuber. Awesome.
I'm not very involved in the live. These two are very entertaining with their bugs.
They are. They're
very entertaining. Minion's like, what you doing with that moth, Dagger? Dagger's like, that's
Crazy.
my moth. I'll do what I want with it.
Yep, they're crazy. When are you getting as a brother? I don't know, but he should be getting a female companion next year. All right, guys. Maybe I'll...
You guys gotta see this, yeah. It's too funny. He's starting to arch his back and jump up and down.
We'll see. It's always so interesting watching us. How do
Yeah,
I
they'll
flip
change
this?
their mind all of a sudden.
Mince,
Mince,
get the bugs.
get the bug.
Get the bugs. We're just sitting here chilling. Minion, here's a car though. Dagger's doing stuff still.
Get a Dagger.
Love your videos, man. How's the
Found a
toad
new
doing? I think the toad's doing pretty good. He's probably out by the lake getting bugs.
Oh, he ate that one. Munch, munch. You can hear him crunch.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, he liked it. He wants that one.
He's all about the bugs. What is a June bug? Minion! Minion!
It's a nasty little beetle with a hard shell. And they are dumb and they fly into everything and knock themselves out. And then they roll around on the ground like.
That's chaos. Anyway, I was gonna try to find a June bug. Minion, here.
There was just 4 of them upside down on the deck.
There
I don't know
were
where they
just
all
4
went.
right here on the deck.
One of them must have finally ate them. Because they were just here. Like, they just lay upside down. They're
They are.
little beetles. They'll come right. They'll fly into the wall in a minute. It won't
Here,
take long.
Minion.
You guys need to-
Sit.
There's June
Sit.
bugs.
We're doing a little training with Minion. Sit. Excuse me. Oh, that's not it.
There's
That's a
your
moth. It's the
This
biggest
is the one he was playing with. Look how big that thing is.
It's the
Ooh, does
biggest
it roll?
mistake Minion ever made. Not sitting right now. Sit.
Not coming when he's supposed to.
The biggest mistake is probably not listening to his food training and then eating
Salt
cured beef and
rocks.
rocks.
Rocks wasn't fun, was it, Mins? Oh, the bread dough.
And the bread dough was one. It's usually around eating things that were just absolutely horrible
Oh, here's
for
a June
him.
bug.
Where? Oh, there it is. There's a June bug, guys.
Yeah, get off my shoe. Ah!
Different types of... that's not a June bug. Is it a June bug?
This is what was out last
yeah,
night that you
that's
said
June
was a
bug.
June bug.
I got
I
June
said-
bugs and
I said
mayflies
they're red and-
confused. Why do they name everything after months?
I said they're red and because that's when they normally show up. These are the pretty moths.
Yeah.
But these in Wisconsin are red like that, even on the top.
Yeah. And
this is
it was the
pretty
same in Pennsylvania.
Dagger. Here, Dagger. This guy's still alive. Ready? Charlo, no. Leave it for Dagger. Leave it. Leave it.
What do we do for
want this
entertainment
one?
out here? Something like this.
Oh, he doesn't move. He was totally alive on there until I picked him up.
Yep. He's like, I'm not interested.
Well, I don't know why it's not flying. It was totally on the window. I didn't kill it. Well, I might have now. Oh, Minion wants it.
Well, it's a big June bug Minion. He knows all about the June bugs.
He shakes his head. It's so funny.
Oh, he's
Tear it
getting
up. Charlo doesn't want anything to do with hers over there. Chloe used to eat them, though.
Minion, I remember one night Minion ate like
A dozen?
a dozen or 40 or like
Yeah.
it was a huge amount. Like,
Yeah, Chloe used to do that for me. Oh, you want to sit on my lap? You don't want... You don't want to get off my seat?
When do you make more plushies? Probably in the next 2 months, roughly. Probably about 2 months from now.
Order time. Oh man, he's excited about that one. Oh, where'd it go, Minz? Oh, it's by your back foot.
Tripped over it.
By your back foot.
You guys planting a garden this
Find it.
year? Yes, Jen's doing a garden. She can tell you all about it. Let me put you guys back up here.
I show it regularly.
Not on here, though.
So right now I've got
There we go.
cucumbers, peas, carrots, onions, Roma tomatoes, beefsteak tomatoes, strawberries, garlic, some mint, cilantro, dill, and basil going. And I have seed potatoes that I need to get in the ground this week, and a ton of sunflowers. I'm gonna do a little sunflower garden, and then I need to get all my peppers in the peppers and lettuces in the ground, and then that should probably do it.
She's got all kinds of stuff.
I wasn't gonna do potatoes because the neighbor does potatoes, but then the neighbor said, "Look at all these seed potatoes I have." So I took seed potatoes, and I'm going to try potatoes. This will be my first year with potatoes. Also my first year with onions. Bulb onions, anyway.
Right.
Yep.
Tess
Such a
says,
good
great
one.
family, bless you all. Thank you for the super
Thank
chat.
you.
Hi, Nate, Jan, Minion, and all the animals.
Hello.
Hello, welcome. Can't believe I caught a stream. Hope you guys, Lord Minion, and all the other animals are doing great. Yep, we're doing great, except for maybe some of the bugs. They may be having some issues.
Yeah, the bugs aren't faring so well against
But
the
there's
animals.
like 10 gazillion.
I shut that front door because the stink bugs are coming into the light. See the one having a heyday, like
Yeah, when we turn the light on like that, like they all
just
get
crazy. Yeah,
they all get interested.
yeah.
That's
That's not
crazy.
even a stink bug, is it? Oh, actually,
It might be.
might have been. Something came buzzing in the door.
Does Az kill snakes? I haven't seen him encounter a snake yet. You still wear pants on the homestead? Yeah, I am wearing shorts at the moment, though.
Oh.
Off of me, bugs. Bugs usually aren't bad out here unless you like are the only light source within like 100 acres. Kind of brings a few.
They should back there at that light, mostly, and up there.
End up there.
They're really not too bad for as many as there are out here.
I haven't been hit in the face with a June bug yet, so I think we're.
Right? They were dive bombing last night.
They were. They were.
They were hitting that tin wall, and it was just ching.
Yep. Nate, you look like a character from Wallace and Gromit. It's kind of a funny show. Jen is going to be swimming in potatoes, possibly. Our neighbors ended up growing like 900 pounds the one year.
Yeah.
Some
Last
crazy
year
number.
she had that many. She
I don't know what she ended up doing with them all.
canning them, and there's totally a video on TikTok, but she spent an entire weekend peeling, cutting, canning, mashing, whatever she could. But Poppy, the cat,
Yeah.
was like dipping every time she was peeling potatoes. The cat was up there like trying to get into the peels. It
Really?
was so funny. Yeah,
That's
it was
crazy.
cute.
Well, that's,
She was just so into the potatoes. I don't know why.
right. You ever get creeped out at night there?
Sure, that
No, not unless I don't know where Az is and he just like shows up behind me randomly. I know it's him, but you know. He's huge. Watch you all the time. Would love to be recognized. Well, Randall Barton, today's your day. Thanks for watching. I do appreciate it. Greetings from Ohio. What's the weather like there? It's been really hot. It's like 86 or something today.
Jen's gonna turn Nate into a potato enthusiast with the harvest. One of Nate's least favorite foods is potatoes.
I don't like potatoes. If you start making them into potato chips, and we'll talk. Like we're growing sunflowers.
I've made you homemade potato chips before.
You have, and they're delicious. And
Nobody
we're
said I
growing
couldn't do that.
sunflowers, and we can make sunflower oil, and we can deep fry potatoes in sunflower oil, and it'll be amazing.
How do we make sunflower oil?
Probably get 10 million seeds and squeeze it all.
Mush them.
I have no idea. Maybe it doesn't even come from the seeds. I'm not even sure.
Yeah, I don't either. We gotta talk about where to put them sunflowers. Oh my god, you should see me. Just give me enough sunflowers to plant sunflowers for the next 10 years.
You can plant them all. I love sunflower seeds.
Okay.
And they're pretty.
All right. I have an area I looked at. If it's cool for me to dig it up, I'll totally
Minion.
just
Minion.
spread sunflowers.
Right.
We'll have a sunflower grove.
We can do that.
We totally can. We have enough, I'm telling you.
All
that,
right.
that Quick Trip milk pitcher from the bag milk
Yeah.
is full.
Well, that's pretty extreme.
Yeah, I was thinking like a little cup would, like a couple handfuls was like super generous, and I was gonna be like
You're like,
very
thanks.
thankful.
Wow.
And here
And
she
she gave
filled
you
the
all of
whole
them.
pitcher. I was like, what? Yeah, and potatoes. I'll have potatoes for
Man, here.
potatoes on potatoes.
Minion. Up.
I'll have to make potato bread, and then we'll have potato pancakes. Maybe we can have potato pancake sandwiches on potato
Right.
bread.
There we go. And now potato
You-
bread
then
I can
you'd
get
probably
behind.
eat potato bread.
I can get behind
Yeah,
that.
you'd eat potato bread. Potato dinner rolls.
I love bread. A lot of
Potato
times when
rolls.
I get like homemade bread from somewhere and somebody's like, you can put this on it and that on it. It's like, no, you're taking away
He
from
just
the
eats
bread.
the whole
Just
loaf.
give me the bread.
Yep.
Don't
at
distract
the
from
loaf.
delicious bread.
Yeah, Nate's a bread guy. That's why
Protogen
he
wanted
likes
to see
sandwiches.
Lord Minion. We got Lord Minion.
Oh, you get to see Lord Minion.
He's very upset that I've taken him away from his bug hunting duties.
Yep, that's what all he. Yep, straight back to the bugs.
Right to the bugs.
Yep.
Minion, leave her. Don't like potatoes. Baked potatoes, a classic.
Mans, leave it.
Minion, come. Sit.
Yes, I agree. The perfectly baked potato with butter and sour cream mixed in just right.
You'll have
is
to make me one
so
sometime. There's
amazing.
not many baked potatoes I've liked, but I bet if you made me one, I bet I might like it.
I even make it so the skin is crunchy, like not.
What?
Yeah,
I know you could
crispy
do that.
skin. Mhm.
I always ate the baked potato, choked my way through it, and definitely left plenty of potato on the skin. So I just said, "This is the skin. I can throw it away." And the skin was like
Oh,
mushy,
no.
or it was tough. Most of the time, it was tough.
Well, it might get a little tough, but it's crispy, like
Well, if it's
crunchy
crispy,
on the outside.
that's okay.
It's crunchy but tough.
That's okay.
All right.
Twice
That's the
baked.
goal. Yes, I will make him twice baked potatoes
Shepherd
too.
pie.
Again, crunchy skin. He'd probably like that because
I kind of like mashed potatoes.
I was gonna say because he'd be okay with mashed potatoes,
I do.
especially if they're like loaded mashed potatoes. And I made potato soup, and he liked that. Like, I can
I
do
did.
certain things. I think he just hasn't been. I just don't think he's had the right potato experiences. Really, I'm not sure that he's had the right people cooking for him
Probably.
him to experience all the goodness of a potato.
Mm-hmm. Could be.
Because I love
I mean,
potatoes, and I
I'll-
make potato stuff, and you have not once complained or said I wasn't real
Nope.
crazy about that. You've just eaten it.
I have. It's been good. All the June bugs.
If you don't tell me you don't like it, I'll continue to make it, and then you gotta
Oh,
suffer.
I know. If I don't like something, I better speak up, or I'm gonna get it again and again.
Yep.
And then if I said I like it, you're gonna be like, "Oh, cool," and then I get to spend
Even more time making
many years
it. Eating it, yeah.
eating it, and being like, "Dang it!
Until
I wish
you're
I wouldn't
finally
have told
like,
her I liked it."
8 years later, remember that day I said I liked this? It's
I've
really
been
my least
suffering for
favorite
8
thing to eat,
years.
and you make it twice a week.
I've been suffering for years.
Ah, that's funny.
Go away, Mayfly. It's not your month. And June bugs, I don't even want to talk to you. It's
Yeah,
nowhere
that's
near your month.
ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Yep.
Crazy things. Soup. What's up from Colorado? Lots of chats rolling. Where's Minion? He's here eating bugs. Or he was.
I'm not sure where he went. Is he under my seat? Oh, he's under your seat.
Oh, good boy, man. Mother of cats in the house. I recognize you from TikTok.
Hello, hello.
Hence why they're called June bugs. Yeah, so go away and come back in June. You have good energy together. Well, thanks. I think so. I enjoy your videos, man. Remind me of my childhood in Minnesota and all the work with my great grandfather. That's cool. That's cool. Hello from Western Slope of Colorado again. 30 degrees tonight. Still waiting for it to warm up so I can plant my garden. May 15th, average last day of frost here. Wow. Yeah, you're not that
See,
far.
I wasn't used to that either. In Wisconsin, I wouldn't typically start a garden until early May, like sometime early May, closer to Mother's Day somewhere.
Sure.
And here, everybody was like already putting their gardens and stuff in.
We're pretty much late, yeah.
Oh, we're way late compared to everybody else, and that's just because I'm not used to that. Like next year, I'll be more prepared, but.
I love the growing season here because you just get such a long growing season.
Grow.
Like you planted a month late. Oh well, there's still plenty of months.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be just fine. Yep.
Yep.
Yep. A lot of people do seedlings, indoor seedlings, and then replant. You know, transplant, but I just do seeds right in the ground.
Yep. Any plans with your 6.5 diesel? It's a great looking truck. It is. I don't really have any plans. I've just got so many other things and projects going, and yeah. The last thing I need is to get a third pickup truck working on the homestead that I leave once a week at the very most. Like, what am I going to drive it to? Like.
All right. I want to know if you even know what this comment means. For some reason, I've wanted to hear you say Bueller like Ben Stein. Do you know what they're talking about?
Nope.
Have you ever seen Ferris Bueller's Day Off?
Nope.
Don't worry, guys. I will get him into the classics.
Unlikely.
We'll try. He either has to find it funny from the get-go and it like keep him going, or it has to totally grab his interest, or it's just not gonna happen.
And the description can't be like emotional and religious, like.
Well, it's not. So remember, I told you about all the classics from the 80s, 90s era, like.
Right.
Breakfast Club, all those. So this is one that is super big like that. Goonies.
Okay.
But yeah, he's missing from Glass, and Ben Stein is an actor who is extremely monotone, and he's going Bueller, Bueller, Bueller,
Bueller,
Bueller,
Bueller,
just like that.
Okay,
Yeah.
I got it, guys. I got it.
Yeah, comedy for sure.
All right, another.
Loving it.
Good. Another super chat. Were you always on a one meal diet? Why do you go with it? And it disappeared. There it is. Why do you go with it? Don't you feel more energized if you eat breakfast as well? I wasn't always. I've been on a 2-meal diet for like almost the entirety of my adult life. Eating in the mornings ever since I was a kid. The only reason I ever ate breakfast is my mom made me. That was really the only reason. I just not hungry in the morning. Sometimes if I could eat something sweet, like a donut or something, like sometimes I would get some donut on the way to work in my young 20s. But that would be about it. And then I would eat lunch, and then I would eat dinner. But yeah, ever since I started homesteading, I went on a 1-meal-a-day diet because there's so much to do around here that
he doesn't have time to feed himself.
I don't have time to feed myself. Now, I wouldn't eat like every day if like it wasn't like.
There's nights
health.
Literally, like for instance, building the outhouse. He would be out there at 9 o'clock at night with the floodlight going and out there building. And I'd say, "Have you eaten?" He'd be like, "No, not yet." And then when he'd get done, he'd say, "Man, I didn't really eat anything," and he'd snack on a couple crackers, and then he'd just crash.
Yep, I just fall asleep. Like, I was done at the end of the day. I'm exhausted. Like, no, I'd rather just go to sleep than like go prepare some sort of food that's not gonna taste good. Like, yeah, no.
But I'll cut up fruit and put it in yogurt sometimes, and if I hand it to him, he'll eat it.
That does happen.
He's just not gonna go grab it himself. I'm pretty
Nope.
sure if I put cream cheese on a toasted bagel and hand it to him, he'd mow it.
I probably would.
So,
In the morning would still be debatable, but like mid-morning,
right, once you're awake and moving, I'm the same way. My
Yeah.
stomach is like, nope. I have to
Nope.
be up and moving and doing stuff for a while before it ever hits me.
for sure. Mosquitoes there. No mosquitoes. Every other bug on the face of the planet.
Look at that, there's
but
3 dead June bugs again.
There are. Good job, Minion. Take them out. No,
Quiet.
Minion. Minion.
Quiet.
Come. Doesn't matter if she barks. You don't need to bark too.
She don't need to bark either. We need to bark in the first place.
It's awesome how Jen takes care of you. It is pretty awesome. How do you have the energy? Well, I eat a lot for my one meal. Like, I don't just like, yeah, I eat a lot. And yeah, I mean, if I skip meals and just fall asleep, well, yeah, then I don't really have energy. But that's not the plan. It's not the ideal thing. Or eat bags of cheese. I will eat bags of cheese. Yes.
Frozen
of
block of
cheese.
frozen cheese.
Mm-hmm. If you've never had like sharp cheddar, like frozen in the freezer, and you take it out and eat it, and it just crumbles in your mouth and it's cold, like that's amazing, guys. Like, you thought about honeybees? No. My neighbor's getting honeybees though. Actually, she just got them
You
today.
thought you don't want them.
Pretty much. Someday again, like after I'm done building everything, and I'm just like, I just want more animals to tinker with. That's the day I
another
might
hobby
decide.
or something to play with. Yeah.
Another hobby.
So one of the things that's cool is that among us and a couple friends and the neighbors, we've got everything covered, and everybody's willing to work together, trade together, like, yeah.
Yeah.
And she's doing bees and doing all the stuff to learn about them and take care of them. She's got them today.
Mm-hmm. Should talk about them today, or what? Hadn't she gotten them yet?
She hadn't gotten them yet, but she told me that she was trying to explain to me that the boards that they build their hives on, something about the way that the bees form the hive on it is different if it's not waxed first. And so she was putting a thin coat of wax on everything, so that when the bees came,
she's a first-time
wouldn't have to worry about that.
beekeeper, but she's been taking classes and getting all into it.
Yeah,
all that
she's
stuff,
part of the beehive club and all kinds
all that
of stuff.
convinces me I don't want to get into it. Like, I know how to build like solar power systems. Like, I have all this stuff I can do, and the last thing I feel like doing is like trying to learn an entirely new skill set. Like,
Right.
it's just, yeah.
Yeah, but she's loving it, and that's something she's interested in doing. So we'll let her do that, and then we'll just
And
we'll
if I want
trade
to
her
learn,
stuff for.
I'll learn from her, but like it might just make more sense to.
Yep. But like when I
barter
have
with her.
mini cows and stuff, I can be making butter and all kinds of stuff. I can trade homemade butter and cream and all kinds of stuff for a jar of honey.
Yep. Minion has killed like what? At least 6 June bugs.
Just now.
He's taking them out.
He had 4 dead on the ground before then. Remember? We couldn't find them. We didn't know where they went.
He did.
He's close to a dozen.
He may be starting to eat some of them.
He might. He's taking them out one at a time. Though, look, carcasses everywhere.
Booty has been a member for 4 months and they're away supporter.
that.
Thank you. Minion and Charlo have puppies.
We were just talking about this last night.
We were.
That's funny.
We were. Like, I'm like always somewhat tempted. Like, they'd make super cute puppies, but I don't know. I'm all about purpose-bred dogs. I don't know what the purpose of.
There would be pets only. There would be pet purpose only.
Yeah.
They really would just be lap pups because you can't show them. It's not a specific breed.
Yeah, Minion can do all sorts of stuff, but it's not in his breed. I've trained him to do all the cool stuff he does. Like,
oh yeah.
Just nothing in his genetics that says carry a basket of eggs. Like somewhere, like it's all.
Charlotte's bloodline is bred for show, so it's all about her looks, not about. I mean, she's super smart and whatever, but
Yeah.
she
Was it nighttime there? No, we actually hung a big sheet to blot out the sun tonight.
See the green
this-
screen?
Or this afternoon, I mean. Ah, I messed up.
We might be in Alaska where it's dark 24/7.
Might. I don't think it's the right time
That's
of
in
year.
the winter though, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, it's still winter in Alaska. Go to Alaska and tell me it doesn't feel like winter right now.
Oh.
But yeah, no. Nate, Jen, and Minion, thank you for sharing your lives. Thank you for watching and for the super chat. And Cole sent a super chat. Thank you. No, I'm not reading the
you.
whole username. It's just goofy. You can tell she don't like him anymore. Yeah, she's about to push me right off this deck and stuff.
Until she don't like him anymore.
Yeah,
Why is that? Because I'm sitting back tonight?
maybe.
Do I have to sit on your lap all the time? Do I have to be like right up in your face all the time, Nate?
I don't know about that, but sitting on my
Are you-
lap all the time.
are you
yeah,
worried-
probably.
Are you worried that I'm starting to lose feelings for you, Nate? Are you worried about it?
If I say yes, then you might demonstrate some more feelings. Just trying to think through what's the best answer for me at this point.
All right, that was BS. Y'all roped. I think you guys were ganged up, got together, and planned that one.
Right?
Where the heck
Yeah.
did that go?
I don't know. Where did it
How
hit
come
the
that
deck?
worked? That wasn't supposed to work in your favor.
I was trying to find a way to make it work in my favor.
You did somehow.
I did.
Yeah, I don't think that
Pretty
I don't think that I am starting to not like you, or whatever that said.
Okay.
Anyway.
Yeah, I kind of forget what it said already, but it was something like that. Minion? Minion!
Oh.
Settle. Oh, that's a big moth. Rabbit Hunter, hello. I just want to say I respect the way you live your life without care about what people think. Your content is pure comedy and wholesome. God bless. Well, thank you, Rabbit Hunter. That's very kind of you. When are you firing up the hot tub? I pretty much need to like fire it up now or like not even bother until fall.
I was gonna say now would be a good idea because
But I have to drain the water and fill it and treat it.
otherwise,
And by fill it, I mean wait for it to rain again.
well, we're supposed to be getting rain. Maybe we should empty it out tomorrow, and I can get it cleaned out, and then
Maybe we should.
because it's supposed to rain within the next few days. Might fill it back up.
Yeah?
Because yeah, it's not fun in the summer because it's just too warm. You just have to be able to still have these cool nights. That's what
Yeah.
makes it worth it.
We gotta have the cool nights.
And then once you're wet and you come into the hot, it's so hot in here some nights, then you actually have some relief. It's not, doesn't feel, that's a huge moth. That's,
It
that's
is.
one of them that has those spots on
It
its
has
back.
spots, yep.
If it would just chill out.
It's not gonna chill out. Might not be able to go in this way. We might have to jump off the deck and go
I'm
around.
wondering about that myself. You'll have to go in and shut the light off and let it clear out.
I can
hopefully.
shut the light off with my phone from
I wonder if that's the Mothman's cousin. He's damn close to big enough.
Mm.
If it wasn't spazzing out, I'd take a picture of it. It's
Right.
completely spazzing out. Like you can see its antennas and it's, oh my gosh.
It's crazy.
It's a big moth. I wonder what that's called. Do you get the Luna moths here?
Yes.
Big Lunas.
I'm probably not far away from them. Lita says, love Minion. Thank you for the super chat.
You can actually collect and hatch the Luna moths too, like you do, like I do
Really?
with the monarchs. You can do that with the moths too. Yeah, if we find out what the caterpillar looks like, we can keep a caterpillar, and then I just have to find out what its host planted
that would be
is,
really
and it'll go
cool.
through the whole cycle.
But they only
Yeah.
show up like, I don't know how many
So-
life cycles they do a year.
So monarchs take.
No, not the monarchs. The
I know.
moths.
I know. I'm just saying monarchs only take like a few weeks to go through their whole metamorphosis and go through the chrysalis and come out. A moth, it's probably a Luna moth even, probably doesn't go into its cocoon until later in fall, and then it probably doesn't hatch until spring. They probably cocoon over winter. Some do.
So we'd have to like keep it a whole year to watch it hatch again.
We'd put it in a jar or a thing, and and we'll just set it like in the storage unit or the
Oh,
storage
that would be
side,
really cool.
and it'll just
That would
sit
be
there
really
through the
cool.
winter, and then in the spring we'll pull it back out and
TikToker
watch
loves
it, and
me.
eventually it'll open up.
I'd put my passive lives on the Moth all winter long and be like, hey, it's going to come
Yeah,
out
and it
soon,
won't do
guys.
anything. Yeah, it'll be months.
And then 300 days later,
Oh my gosh.
they'd be so
Oh, there
fed
it
up
finally
with me.
settled down. Look how pretty it is. Looks like it has a face on its back. Like it. Does it look like a
Does.
bird face almost?
Kinda looks like an
a
owl.
beak and two eyes.
Something like that.
Yeah, that's interesting.
You planning on hunting at all, or maybe build a smoker to smoke some foods? Yes to both of those. I'm mostly about the venison. Anything else, not so much. And I do want to build a smoker. I do. It's going to be years down the road, most likely, but
Did he munch that?
I'm something.
Oh, not the big one. The big one's
No,
still
big
there.
one's way up there.
Oh, he's eating the dead June bugs now.
Man, last thing I want to deal with is June bug farts tonight.
We're two June bug bodies away, short of what we were. Pretty sure he ate them.
Man,
It's stuck on his sleeve. Oh,
man, are you
It's
listening
stuck.
to me? Should you have dead bugs stuck all over your lips?
it bit his lip. Did you see? Do you see it?
Mhm.
It's stuck on his lip. He has an ant.
No,
An ant bit his
he's
lip and
busy
it's hanging
trying
from
to-
it. He's trying to get it off.
He's trying to
Look at it just hanging
get
there.
more bugs while he is bit by other bugs. It's a maniac.
Oh my god, it's hanging from his lip. It's totally bit his lip.
Mm-hmm.
Or is that a hair? Come here, do you have a fuzzball? What is it? Well, dude, let me have it. It was a fuzzball.
Oh my
You
gosh.
dork.
Oh, let's see.
You're goofy.
Is it a
You're goofy.
Sobriety moth? I have no idea. I don't know my moths very well.
I'm probably gonna scream if it flies
Oh my
away
gosh.
from me, guys.
It is
but
going to fill the house if you. Oh,
Huh?
Oh, I thought you were going in to get your phone.
no.
Oh, there it is. She got it. That's cool looking.
So one of its wings is closed, but when it opens, oh, I don't want to hurt him. When it opens, it's got the two blue circles. They look like eyes, but he's yellow and very soft and fluffy.
It's almost like there's another one right there that's smaller above it. I don't know if it's the same.
No, it's not the same kind. But this,
You guys been watching your content for a year and a half. This is my first live stream though. Love you guys.
I don't know if you guys
Love you
can.
guy. Watch you all
Ooh,
the
I can smell the
time.
duck poop.
Thanks,
smell the garden?
Devon. Thanks for the super chat.
Ooh, I can smell the garden all of a sudden. I don't know if you guys can see this, if it focuses on it, but this is a mayfly. That's a mayfly. They have translucent wings and this little green body. That's a mayfly. Yes, you can go fly. Go
Pretty
fly, if
moth.
you may.
I'm so scared of moths. The girl
Oh my
just
gosh, they're
catches
so
it.
cool. The flies are
She's
so
not afraid
cool.
of bugs. If she was afraid of bugs, this would be about the last place she'd be sitting right now.
I've been playing with moths since my first trip out here, I think.
You have.
Obviously, you get... Oh yeah, that's right, we're on YouTube, not TikTok.
The big mayfly.
On TikTok, I'm always digging earthworms and grubs out of the dirt and feeding them to the
Hey, where'd it go?
ducks. I'm not afraid of that stuff.
Nope.
You know, the big, super big wolf spiders, they make me jump a little bit. The big ones.
They're pretty cool.
That first one was the size of the palm of my hand.
It was not that big.
It had little armor on it. It looked like it was riding in a little, like, armor truck.
Right.
And all the babies were on it. And she was just like, yeah,
Nope.
she was pretty badass. She was huge.
Can't touch worms, but I can save snakes. Yeah, I'd much rather touch a snake than a
Oh,
worm.
no.
Worms are slimy, snakes are not. I'll grab a snake any day.
Yeah, the worm slipped through my fingers earlier and landed on the ground. I had to pick it back up to get it to the ducks. It's the little white grubs that really gross me out.
They're
but
pretty
I grab
gross.
them. I grab
They're
them.
pretty gross.
I grab them.
I don't
They're
grab
gross.
them. I'm afraid they're gonna bite me.
Doesn't hurt like a baby duck bite.
Well,
I haven't been bit by one yet. I just feed them to the ducks.
I don't even know if they bite.
They don't.
They just look like they should bite. And I
They
wanna
don't.
touch it.
The ducks love them. They're just
But I'll
gross
pick up a
looking.
snake, which is guaranteed to bite
Yeah,
you
you
if
pick
it
up
gets a
the
chance.
Well, see, that's why we're such a good team.
Yeah, I guess so.
You get the snakes and I'll get the worms.
Az is less than a year old, I think. Yeah, he's right on 11 months. I need to remember to weigh him exactly on his birthday.
I think it's the 26th. I think it's May 26th.
We'll have to.
I will look at the papers, but I'm pretty sure it's May 26th.
We'll have to check. Can't believe I've had him like 6 months. That's crazy.
Yeah.
What are you pointing at me for?
Because your birthday is coming up.
Don't tell anybody that.
I'm not telling anybody.
Oh.
Are you excited for your birthday on Wednesday, Nate?
I don't know.
It was just an honest question.
Okay.
I'm not telling anybody.
Right.
So I had, on my drive back from Wisconsin this week, I was live on TikTok and I was telling people about Nate's birthday, and we were talking about how he doesn't like potatoes. And somebody mentioned in the comments that you can literally take a potato and write an address on it, tape a stamp to it, and stick it in the mail, and they will ship like the potato like that. So everybody was gonna go get a potato and ship a potato to Nate for his birthday, so that we would have a bunch of potatoes to pick up on Wednesday. But somebody actually went to do it. I don't know if he's in here.
Right.
Adam actually took a potato to the post office to ship it to you, and it was going to be $11. And he was like, "I'll just say I did it." I said, "Hey, I'll count that as the first potato received. I totally
Right.
will." The attempt. That's amazing.
Yep. How's the Az bird training going? It's not going at all. I'm gonna take my drone. Somebody on TikTok suggested it, like the first time I posted a video, and said, you know, take a drone and fly it. So I'm totally gonna do that. And I thought about doing that before too, because like
You can swoop it in front of him and go up with it then,
Well,
get his attention.
that was one of the first things that got Minion even interested in the sky too. Was I was flying a drone and he wanted to like chase it.
Oh, because he saw it go up.
Yeah, and I like broke him of it.
Okay.
And then like 2 years went by and he never paid any attention to the sky. And then all of a sudden,
When the ducks were out that day, he was barking.
yeah, he figured out.
Birds.
He figured it out. Oh, guys, don't potato Nate, right? Don't potato Nate. He doesn't like potatoes and he doesn't
Well,
need
the funny part about that is who goes to get the mail?
you
Who's
do.
going to get stuck carrying a gazillion potatoes?
Uh-huh.
Me.
Yep. That'll teach you.
It'd still be funny though. Squish!
That'll teach you. You guys getting the cicada apocalypse? I don't think so. I don't think either of those cicadas that are coming out are very prominent in this area.
When I looked at the map, it was like just along a skirt, wasn't it? Like we were just off of where it was supposed to hit. I do think I heard some the other day though. The other night.
Well, we get cicadas every year, of course, but like I don't know how many of
Now they get the crazy.
the
It's supposed to
ones
go up
that
through
are-
Wisconsin. One of the generations.
Yeah. Finally, I was able to catch it live. Hey, from Australia. What's up, Australia?
Charlo, wanna come up with mama?
The ducks ever fly? Absolutely, they do. They certainly do.
Come in.
Whereas Minion, he's down here. He's eating bugs. He's been eating many bugs. I shouldn't have fed him dinner. We shouldn't have fed him dinner. He needed no dinner.
Mm-hmm.
Getting second dinner.
That's a good girl. That's a good girl.
Charlo, dog in a diaper.
Yeah. She's in heat. This is how we do the responsible thing.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Yep.
Some people chop off body parts. Other people keep their dogs separate. Except for the fact that we're tempted to not.
We
but
just
we
be
do.
right.
We do.
We be responsible.
Mm-hmm.
Minion's like, damn it.
Right.
Damn it.
Can we have Minion apparel for dogs? We'll have to. We'll have to see if we can do something like that. It would be really cool. Selling like animal clothing would be like a disaster though. Like sizes wouldn't be right or accurate. It wouldn't fit right. The returns would be crazy. Like
So
it'd be such a headache.
it wouldn't be too difficult because what you do is you put the actual like measurements for each size out, and then people measure their dog and find out which one would fit best.
But they probably won't measure their dogs, right? Which, to be fair, is really difficult to measure a dog. At least it can.
It can be. You really
Can
just
be.
need to know the length from the neck to the tail and around the
And around. Yeah.
breastbone. Oh, baby.
Yep. Guys are authentic. Well, it's a lot easier to be authentic than try to be fake. That'd be way too stressful.
I'd be a shitty actress. I can only
She
be
would.
myself.
She would do terrible with the acting.
Yep. Nate doesn't put me scripted in his videos because I just can't do
No.
it. He much
No.
prefers when I'm not expecting it.
I'll tell her, like, I'm going to put you in a video. And she's like, okay, what's it about? What are we doing? And I'm like, I'm not
He
telling you.
won't tell me.
I won't
Yep.
tell her. Nope. Not telling you.
Yep.
We just,
Comes across too scripted and not
it
natural.
does.
Not natural, and
It does.
yep, I wouldn't be a good actress.
How do you keep fleas and ticks off the dogs? A variety of ways. Collars, frontline, and edible pill things that take a prescription.
Which is still no, what was that called? I think it's still
It might still be a frontline.
it's still frontline
product.
brand, I think, but it's a edible, a
Yeah.
chewable thing.
Minion, how many bugs are you gonna eat? Save some for the ducks. Had I known that you would eat so many bugs, I wouldn't have gotten ducks.
I wouldn't have given him
21
dinner if I'd have known
minions.
he was gonna eat all that coming out here.
I'd just get 21 minions. That'd
He
be
had
so
a-
cool.
Yeah, he just had a bowl full of food and came out and munched all the bugs.
Mm-hmm. Get off of me, Mayfly. You're annoying.
Those moths are pretty too. The pink and yellow.
Yeah, they are.
That's pretty. That's really
Yeah, they
cool.
are. Should just put Spoot out here on the glass for like a half hour and
Right?
watch her. She'd probably decimate like all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, I wonder about these little fly things.
I don't know.
It's so hard to tell.
It is. It really is. It's the hardest part about homesteading, being responsible for everything and having to do everything, and yeah, a lot of times stuff just all stacks up at once.
You can't wake up and say, I think I'm just gonna take today off and chill in the house. What movies do you want to watch? Because somebody has to get up and take care of the ducks. Somebody has to get up and take care of the dogs. Somebody has to take care of the cat.
And you can procrastinate on some stuff a little bit, like, but if I don't get out here and treat this water, like my shower's gonna be spraying green water and the drinking water is gonna plug up. Like I've already put that off like a week, like, because I'm trying to do other stuff while the weather's nice. Like
the fan in the outhouse you were gonna replace.
I was gonna
like,
replace
yeah,
that today. That didn't
he's-
happen.
But he's got it before it gets too hot, or we're gonna have.
Yeah, like
We're not gonna have the great, beautiful outhouse anymore that it
I
has
mean,
been.
I knew I probably could wait a while, but like it's the reason I have two fans in there is because if one fails, at least
Right.
it's
So if
still.
this other one fails, you're screwed.
But now I'm on borrowed time because if I wait until that other one fails, it is going to reek,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm going to be laying on that spot next to the pit, and
Where it
it's going
reeks.
to be awful. Whereas right now, if I do it, I probably will never smell a thing.
Yeah. We can do
Yep.
it tomorrow.
We gotta shoot those videos with Minion and the donut and Az in the donut and steaks and
If we do
Right.
steaks, remind me to take them out of the freezer.
yeah. We should get that.
We should take them out of the freezer.
We should get that.
Okay.
And we should film that other whatever one from my channel, like for that milk goes bad and
Mm-hmm.
doesn't want anything to go bad. Man, E for B.
It looks like we're collecting different specimens of moths. they're all
It
different
does.
and they're just hanging out.
It does. That's crazy.
Hmm.
That's crazy. All right, I've been missing the chat for a minute.
Yeah, we got chatting.
We got to hanging out, but you guys are still here. Actually, there's like 1,000 of you here. That's really cool.
That's way awesome.
Your voice always captivates me. I don't get it about my voice, but I've heard it like a gazillion times, so I'm starting to believe that there's something about my voice. I've always hated my voice. Hated it.
Your voice is calming, and you don't have a negative tone.
I do
Like-
too.
Somebody asked in the comment one time, does his voice ever get any higher? And I'm like, oh my god. You should hear him when he's trying to defend
Don't be
something
telling all the people the
where-
secrets.
there. Yes, it gets higher.
Dang it. I get baited into it every time.
Oh my gosh.
I wish I was
he
monotone.
he does have tone changes, but he doesn't ever sound like even when you're angry with Minion, like it's more of a I mean, you get a little bit of a strict tone, but it doesn't sound nasty by any means. Like yeah.
Doesn't sound nasty. That's good.
Well, like me, like I'm like very careful about even when Az does something and we got the live going out there, I'm not going to scream and yell at him which I have to get him to listen to me, but it sounds terrible. And yeah, I don't like that. That's why, yeah, I just don't like it. That's why he just needs to behave, because I don't want to be like, Aslan!
I just know you, and I know your serious voice, and it's a serious voice.
Yeah,
So what?
well, you do, you know me.
Bin Bins will be protected at all costs.
Bin Bins is over here eating all the dead June bugs.
Which he made dead.
He's had a dozen of them now, easily. There's 4 more dead ones on the ground. 5, 6. They're over here. They're under your feet. They're all over. He's just.
Crazy.
I'm gonna have to get a broom and get rid of June bug
put
carcasses.
one of these lights out in the duck coop for like 2 hours one of these nights, and they are going to decimate these bugs that come. Absolutely decimate.
Yeah.
Minion, is that not enough bugs? Goodness. Oh my word.
Yeah, they'll love it.
Stern, not mean. There we go. Yeah, stern. Dominant voice versus aggressive voice. Yeah.
It's different because I don't have a very dominant tone. Like,
right.
It comes out as me screaming, and I don't like to be a screamer, so.
Sure.
I've gotten better though. I think he listens to me better.
Yeah, he's getting. It's just
part of it is just him learning. He's a puppy, and he thinks I'm his playmate, and he loves to play. I play fetch with him. We didn't think that he would fetch. We didn't think he would like to fetch. He loves to fetch.
He does.
And sometimes when I'm out there and he knows I'm heading inside, he bites at my arms to get me to stay outside. And sometimes it's a little rough. Like,
right.
I think the guy we got him from said at full grown, when using full pressure, they can put over 700 pounds of pressure with their jaw.
Yeah.
And
700 pounds of bite force.
He doesn't always know the difference when he's grabbing me.
Oh, he does. He absolutely does. He's just pushing it.
Well, I push him right back.
Well, that's how he learns then.
But yeah, he's doing better when I tell him no.
Yep. Quick question. How many acres do you live on? 102. Man. Sit. Good boy.
Another bug flew by, Dad. I need to go.
Yep. June bug jewelry.
Oh my gosh.
Right? Yeah, we've got plenty of it.
If you like to eat June bugs, you can almost make a pie.
Right? How did you come to own Lord Minion? Well, he showed up under my car one day, and then from then on, he owned me. Basically. Somebody just like dropped him off. Have you ever considered shortening the beard? I've had a short beard for a lot of my life, and I like the longer beard. Now, if it starts getting caught in the zipper, then it's probably going to be time to shorten it. But
it's getting to the point now, like at night, if I lay on his shoulder or something, he can't move his head, so I try to move it off to the side. Because, yeah, all of a sudden he's like,
I'm like, don't move.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So soft, though.
Love watching you guys so much. Thank you for the positive and peaceful vibes. You're welcome. Duders, have a great night. Its hair, it'll grow back. It will. But it's also
Totally.
like I don't have a good reason to cut it. Like, I like the beard. Sure, to grow back, but I mean, I sell beard care products like as one of the things I do for a living. So if I cut the beard all short instead of having a nice long soft beard, then well, it's just kind of goofy. Be kind of like me selling my coffees too, and then just quitting drinking coffee randomly. I would buy coffee from somebody who doesn't drink coffee.
If you ever quit drinking coffee randomly, I'd push you sideways off this deck.
Yeah, that's fair. That'd be fine. Obviously, there's something wrong with
Actually,
me.
if you don't drink coffee, it's okay because then there's twice as much for me, but you have to continue to make it.
Oh. No, I quit drinking coffee. I'm not making coffee.
Yes, you are.
I am.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He's made me a cup of coffee almost every single morning since I moved in. And it is just recently, like this last week, that 2 days I was up before him and I made the coffees. But aside from that,
you did.
He has made me coffee every morning since I've been here.
Yep.
Without
Nope.
missing a beat. Like,
well, sometimes you miss the coffee because you don't wake up until
there were a few times, yes, I didn't even hear him make coffee. Didn't hear him tell me there was coffee or talk to me. I think twice he left the coffee for me and I just drank it cold. I think one time he actually just drank a second cup of coffee.
So, yeah, one time I made 2 coffees. It was obvious you weren't going to get up. I tried to wake you up 3 times. I drank 1 cup of coffee, drank her cup of coffee, and then she woke up and I made 2 more coffees to have coffee with her. And I had 3 cups of coffee that morning. It was great.
That's awesome.
That's what I did.
Those are the best mornings.
Although, to be fair, it was nowhere near morning when I made the second or the third and fourth
No,
cups.
I woke up really late though. Yeah, when I first moved out here, I was like having trouble falling asleep on time, and then like just the hours. Yeah, I had things messed up for a little bit. I'm doing better now.
Yep. The time of year helps. Like,
No, I'm getting
it just
tired
helps.
again at night, and yep, getting worn out.
Love your guys' videos. I hope the homestead continues going well. Godspeed, Prince Saber. Well, thank you, Cracker Jack. Appreciate that.
Coffee and s'mores is a good combo. Yeah, definitely. But coffee and anything is really a good combo.
It is. Coffee and June bugs, one of Jen's favorite combos.
That coffee I made there, that I just had a decaf latte. That was incredible.
That's good.
It was very good. Almost tasted like you made it.
That's the decaf we have on the, on the website.
It was very good.
Hello from Australia. Been a fan for a bit now. Hope you all the best, man. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Seen any bears yet, Nate? No, and I probably never will while I have Az.
Yeah, we got to,
Speaking of which, I'm surprised I haven't, like, just heard him back here somewhere.
I think he's laying out front. I'm surprised he hasn't walked out here.
Well, if his toad is over by the light, he might be.
No, because the lights, they're over on that side still.
The toad is still hop over there.
To follow the light?
Oh, he'll hop along until he finds bugs.
Okay, and that's where they are.
It's not,
or should be.
Not that far.
I don't know, the bat was swooping though.
I'll bet.
That's what I'm doing. That's what I do in my next paycheck. I get bat boxes. I want to put one out here.
Do that. Do that.
I definitely want one over by the pond.
Shreya sent a super chat. Thank you. Living the dream. Absolutely love the attitude both you have. Keep it up. Rooting for both you and the animals. Any additional animals you're thinking of getting? Rabbits, maybe. Probably. Most likely. Close to definitely.
Oh yes, we're getting rabbits in the next few weeks. They aren't born yet.
No.
They're due in the next 2 weeks. And then I think it's a few weeks before they
probably not many weeks.
Like
but
2
yeah.
weeks maybe before they can leave mom. They leave pretty young. So we'll start with 2 females and a male. I already have their names picked out, but I'll keep them a secret for now. And then I'm gonna breed rabbits, meat rabbits.
I didn't know Jen worked. Well, she does.
Every day.
She works for the Homestead. The Homestead is also a business. So she's employed by the same company I'm employed by.
I'm the reason the window clings and the Minion plushies and all those things make it to the website.
Yep.
I get all that on there.
That's right.
You guys, sometimes people place an order and address isn't right, and I make it right for them. And
Jen handles all that. Like, there's a lot to it, and Jen handles like a ton of it. Let's see. Mother of Cat said no toad in front of the light yet.
Okay.
All right.
I can totally move you guys back over here too, where Az is, and
Great.
see if he's out there.
You two are so lovely. How do you avoid rabies with a bat box? Bats don't typically bite, and if they do bite, they have rabies. And while bats are more likely to carry rabies than some creatures, like the chances of them having
very
rabies
likely.
is still very low. Like, I've encountered. There was a day I encountered probably 200 bats. It wasn't here. It was when I was a roofer and I was removing a slate roof, and bats were just flying. I had one fly at my face and just lunge at me and be all mad, and then like flew off. But like, for the most part, it's the first couple we tore off. Like, it was like, oh my gosh, it's bats and exciting, and then eventually we're not even talking. We just like rip it off. 3 bats fly out. Nobody says a word.
Right.
Like,
Yep. I painted a house like that.
It's normal. This is normal. Everything's just.
Yep. You didn't tell me. I was surprised you didn't tell me that when I told you about my painting that bat-infested house. That was insane.
Oh, it's crazy being up on a slate roof that was that steep. If the bat did come after me, you don't run anywhere unless you want to like fall and die.
Yeah.
That was the only other option.
We at least had our paint covers, and we would just, if sometimes they were just on the ground and they can't fly from the ground, we would just throw some more over the top of them.
That works. Yeah, but there were like 200 in that roof.
That's insane.
In 5 hours, we had removed the whole roof, and all those bats were out of there, and you could see in the attic, and it was just covered in guano.
I was thinking the 50-some that I saw in that house was a lot. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, I think it was a church roof.
I never had any come after me or anything, but.
Never seen some.
I don't think I've. Belfry?
Probably. I don't think I've seen as many bats in my entire lifetime. Besides that day, like, yeah, that was just.
We have 3 out back here by the pond that come out at dusk and they swoop, and they're so cool to watch. Sometimes if I go out by the live and hold the light up in the air, they'll swoop down at like where the light is shining.
Yeah.
They don't come down low, very low, but they're just so cool to watch.
They are. I love watching
They're way
them.
neat.
Derps YouTube viewer sent a $10 super chat, which has 12 upvotes. I didn't even know you could like super chats. Look at that. People are liking it.
Oh, that's awesome.
You guys can like super chats?
I didn't know that either.
That's cool.
What's it say?
Hey man, is it true Lord Minion owns you and your 102 acres? Surely such an esteemed noble such as Lord Minion has such a vast empire and such mighty hands such as yours to do his bidding.
It is 100% true.
It is true. Minion owns the property. It's Lord Minion's kingdom, which he has called Narrowway Homestead. Everyone else under him is his subjects, as the livestock guardian dog is also known as Sir Aslan. Sir Aslan. He's
of
Minion's
Narrowway.
knight.
Yeah.
There's a whole duck army. That's Minion's army.
Run by, what is it, Colonel?
General.
Oh, General. I couldn't remember what the beginning was. I was trying to tell people today, too. General Darkwing of the Duck Army. That's right.
General Darkwing.
And Lady Charlo.
Lady Charlo. Dagger's kind of like Minion's secret forces. He doesn't really have an official title. He's not really on paper anywhere.
Minion has a cloak and dagger and a katana.
Yeah, how about that? I'm gonna have to do a video about that.
Minion with his cloak and dagger and katana.
And Minion is also the CEO
you can come up here with me. Am I talking about you?
Homestead.com with many different products.
Am I talking about you?
Yes. He's even got a business
being a
suit,
good
which
boy.
I have to find and put on him.
Are you being a good boy? What do you want? You need water because you ate all those bugs, huh? Are you
Probably
thirsty?
does.
You need a drink?
Look at that. Now 36
You need
people
a
like
drink?
that super chat. That was
That's
so cool.
way sweet.
I know people could like
Never
super
noticed that
chats.
before. Look, they're doing it here too.
23 likes on that super chat. From Sharia A again. Thank you for everything you guys do. Thank you for keeping me company on my lonely days. I hope to do homesteads like you one day. Best wishes. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
That's cool.
That's way cool.
Bats are cool. Bats are becoming endangered. Well, they're not endangered right here, that's for sure.
Right.
And I'm not opposed. I mean, I'm very happy with them. Like, yes, continue flying around, continue eating all these bugs.
We really don't have many bugs here at all.
Can Dagger be the great clown?
Right.
Oh my gosh.
He might be the jester.
Might. It could be. You could be. I mean,
I bet if I tied her up out here, she would sleep like a rock. She's
Oh, I
loving
bet
this
you would.
cool air out here.
I bet
She's
you
just
would.
knocked out.
mm-hmm.
Just chill. Behaving like a good girl. Always being such a good girl. Yeah.
Dagger is a musketeer. Well, that could be.
Yeah, that could be.
That could be.
And the three musketeers are the three cats.
Did you guys ever consider spaying and neutering the dogs? It's very unlikely. Like, it's possible, but, like, there'd have to be a health reason. Like, the fact that they want to, like, breed when they shouldn't just means
We have to be diligent.
we have to be diligent, responsible pet owners, and not, like, hack and slash them so they can't physically do things. That's just the way I feel about it. Ain't there a lot of bugs out there? There are, but Minion has eaten approximately 50% of the bugs, so there's less now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is that one over here still?
Mm-hmm.
There's currently 9.
Minion ate a lot of the June bugs. I think he gave up on eating
There's
them now.
9, 10, 11. There's currently 11 carcasses on the on the deck.
We'll have to bring the broom out here tomorrow and sweep them down on top of the ducks.
So the
They'll
ducks
go
can get
nuts.
them, yeah, for sure.
Mans. Was a bug biting you?
He was scooting in circles.
I'd like to live an
Did you
off-grid
get it?
lifestyle. I
Did
heard
you
it was
get it?
illegal to collect rainwater, though. Is that true?
Some states, every state
Some
has different
states
rules.
have regulations. Very few do. Very few of the regulations are statewide. There's a lot of municipalities and cities that have regulations, but very rarely is it ever banned. It's just regulated. So, like driving is regulated, like driving your vehicle on a road. You wouldn't say that like it's illegal to drive on the road. You would just say it's regulated. And so rainwater collecting is kind of the same. But where I am, I believe in this entire state, I don't know for sure, but I don't believe in this state anywhere it's regulated on rainwater collection. I could be wrong, but I know for sure in this county, nobody cares.
The TikTok account is still live. It's showing the homestead. Well, you can't
It
really
is.
see much of it
It's
anymore.
dark.
I'm gonna go move it so that they can see it. Maybe. Well, maybe not yet, because we shouldn't open the door too many times.
Yeah, we'll hang out here for
Holy
a couple
bugs.
more minutes, but yeah.
Holy bugs.
It's been a long day. I'm about ready to lay down.
Watch our crazy show.
Watch a
Find
crazy
out what's going on
show.
with it.
I don't even,
Has anybody watched Manifest on
so like,
Netflix?
we watch our show, I fall asleep, and by the time I wake up the next morning, I have no idea which show we watched or what was on. And like,
I
I
watched the
couldn't
whole-
tell you a thing about it.
I watched
Right now.
half an episode of the Circle, and you had no idea.
Yeah. Well, like,
I started to fall asleep though and ended up shutting it off, but I love watching The Circle. It's like one of the only reality TV shows that I like. And I tried to get Nate to watch it with me, and he's like, "This is the worst thing I have ever seen in my entire life."
I did say
He's like,
that.
"They've never made anything worse."
I did say that. And I'll stand by it too. It was awful.
He can't handle the like crazy personalities of the
Well, they're not
the
real.
people that
They're
are on
artificial.
there.
They're all fake. It's so
No, I
fake.
think it's their real personalities, but like
no, there's no way. There's no person
definitely
on the
push
face of
it.
this planet that is so.
they aren't being fake. I think they're
They're being
just being
fake.
over the top.
so over the top, it's completely fake in every possible way.
It's not, because they're using their own words. It's not totally
Well,
scripted
yeah, they are
that
technically
way.
talking.
It's,
That is correct.
it's not 100% scripted.
It might not be
Every
scripted,
reality show has some
but it's
scripting
fake.
to it. We know this for a fact. Like, it's just the way it is.
Yeah. But they're scripting themselves, so they sound more exciting.
He can't handle it.
Guys, I'm so exciting. I changed my voice. Woohoo! Like, that's what the whole show is to me, and I'm like, oh my god. Help.
You should talk like that more often.
Why?
Oh my god, did you hear that? Evil Dead fans. I don't think we've ever seen the Evil Dead.
I gotta catch up.
I tried
Derp's
to watch.
YouTube viewer sent a super chat like 10 minutes ago, and I must get to it.
Go.
It has 17 likes. I'm gonna shout out how many likes are on super chat.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
You guys should, like, if you see a super chat, throw a like on it, because it's just cool. Somebody sent a super chat after all. Anyway, I would love to do homesteading like you, though the Australian land market and weather prevent me. As well as fruit bats being illegal to remove from your property in Queensland. It sucks, but one day. Loved. So yeah, I don't know anything about the Australian land market, but I could see it being an issue. Weather, people homestead in all kinds of crazy weathers, but again, I don't know much about Australia. And fruit bats being illegal to remove from your property sounds super annoying. I don't know what makes them aggravating, but there's like, even around here, like there's certain animals like red-tailed hawks, federally, it's a federal crime to like do anything to them. And like, that's, yeah, you might get a fine, you might get all kinds of other stuff, but, oh, 31 likes on that super chat. That's very cool. You guys did it. And Derp's YouTube viewer, you became a subscriber. And Hankster, are you all Evil Dead fans? All right, you read that one, didn't you? And then I rudely interrupted you.
I did. I said we have not watched that, and then I was going to say we started to watch Resident Alien, but lost interest in it like partway into the second season. It was off and on. One you could fall asleep watching.
It's one of those I can miss 5 episodes and be interested like randomly later, but like, yeah, like I could jump in anywhere.
Is that how you were with Young Sheldon? Same thing? Like you didn't care if you saw all the episodes, but some of them were cool to hit? If I missed a bunch of the storyline, I could, if I was awake and ready to watch one, I'd watch it. It was cool. Well, you did watch it. I heard, yeah, you were chuckling. That's kind of funny.
Yep. Hazel's mom, welcome to Narrowway supporters. And a kid cook sent a $2 super chat, and we got a whopping 11 likes on that.
Y'all won't believe what happened to me today.
All right.
You might.
You might. Oh, for real, Nate. Pop the question to your babe. All right, guys. You guys are all here. Pay attention. Jen.
Nate.
Will you marry me?
I don't really want to get married, but
Okay.
I'd spend my life with you.
Okay, sounds good.
All right.
I was terrified you'd say yes, and then I'd be like, oh crap.
I should have. We don't, neither one of us want a legal marriage. Like, we just don't want the government involved in our relationship. We're as happy as we can be.
Yep.
We consider ourselves married anyway.
We do.
We don't need the government to tell us that we are or aren't.
And I don't know how to pronounce that. I almost want to say it ends like Nebraska.
Is it Denise? Dineska? Dineska?
Any Bigfoot sighting stories? No, there aren't. Like everybody asks, but no.
We don't get any of the fun stuff. We don't have any of the Appalachian folklore happening around here. No Mothman, yet the museum is not too far from here. Nobody calls my name from the woods. I don't hear any special whistling. I don't get any of the Appalachian folklore. I watched it on TikTok.
I've been here 4 years and I've seen nothing.
Yeah.
And I'm outside at night a lot. At least I used to be a lot more. Like,
yeah, it's just quiet.
Severance on Apple TV is amazing, says Ika with 9 likes on the super
Severance?
chat.
Okay.
Cool. 2 more weeks. I celebrate 2 years of sobriety. Congratulations.
Very much congratulations. Oh, he's got a bug stuck to his lip again.
Minion.
Yep, there he goes. Can't get it off of there, Dad. It's biting me.
Minions. Minions. Missed the little dude. Buy me a car. You're just gonna ignore your message if you spam it. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, there's so many messages. I'm struggling. Like a bunch of you guys have probably typed a really cool message and I've ignored it because I didn't see it. And you're like, oh man.
It's really rolling.
It is. Veronique. Yeah, I got to see the live tonight. Awesome.
Awesome. Good to have you here.
Very cool. You guys watch Sweet Tooth on Netflix?
No.
Does Bigfoot come by? Just answer that question. I know. But maybe if Bigfoot did come by, Az would eat him. I don't know.
What time did we get up today? Like 9:30. 9:30, something like that. Nate was up before me. He let the ducks out today.
I didn't pay any attention to what time it was. Is it ever scary being alone? What about at night? No, that's not the type of thing that scares me.
I'd have been more worried being alone at night in my house in the city than I would be being alone at night out here.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
Night vision cam would be amazing. For sure. For sure. I should have some content. I don't know how much content I'll make with it, but I should have some thermal camera content. Well, camera. That's a monocular that you can mount to a long device
He killed another one.
with, you know, crosshairs on it. It's pretty fancy.
Good job, Midge. You're doing a
I've
good job.
been messing with that a little bit. I'll have
You're doing
some,
a good job.
maybe even later this week. I'll have some, at least one video up about it.
I'm
What you
waiting
doing,
for
Mitch?
that drink I was promised, but
What you
Jen
doing?
can't open the door yet. Oh, the bitch.
My favorite part of Appalachia is the peace and scenery. Yes, the peace and scenery. And Derp's YouTube viewers as well. I'm going to go back to work now. Good luck, Nate. And both of those super chats had 10 likes on. Well, thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
And while you're hitting the like button, don't forget to like the live.
Right?
Like the live.
I can't even see in here how many people liked the live. We got 496 likes after being on here for an hour and a
And
half.
we have 923 people in here, so we're about 500 likes short.
About 500.
Oh, there's 500.
Oh, we hit 500.
412 short, guys. 412 short.
Oh, man. Where's Lord
Ooh,
Minion?
520. That jumped quick.
Man, it jumped up 20
The
at
viewers,
a time.
the viewers went down because they all went out to go hit like, and the likes are jumping and the viewers are going down, and now
You
it's gonna
shouldn't have
flip.
to jump out.
You don't have to so I just recently figured out how I could like while watching. Otherwise,
Really?
I used to go out and go hit like and then back into the live. Yep.
That's
Yep, I
crazy.
just recently figured out how. 580, look at you guys. 580, 560, 582.
Cool.
Very cool, guys. Very cool. Look at those numbers jump.
Jump in.
That's awesome.
Braid that beard. Jen has braided it, and she'll braid it again. I think she'll probably braid my hair again for me.
I did all kinds of different braids and twists and
She
stuff in
did.
it a couple weeks ago.
She did.
Like
There's
the
a
whole
short
week.
video.
Yeah, he did a video where each, like
Oh.
throughout it changed.
Hey, I can like the super chats too. I didn't know that.
Well, that's awesome.
Cool.
You could add likes to your super chats there.
What is a good memory you all have on the ranch? The JLK bro with the super chat with 15 likes. Good memory we have. I have a good memory of going down and showing Jen the
First
pond.
trip to the pond is probably
Yep.
my favorite memory.
Yep.
One of my favorites. That and when we took the four-wheeler over and watched the sunset. And
That
just
was
sat
cool.
over there and chatted that night.
That was pretty cool.
Yep. Yeah, we had a good chat. We learned a lot about each other that night.
We did.
Yep.
Yep. I think the pond was the first time that we like
It was just me and you. Nobody else was
just
around.
us, and I don't know, I was just showing you the pond.
Yep. Yep, I rode on the back of the four-wheeler and held on to the back of the seat so that I didn't hold onto your shoulders or anything. Yep.
Yep.
Yep, I totally remember.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
You just want to go look for a snake by the well?
I did say that.
How do you answer this one? Well,
And Jen's like, no, but I do want to go be with you and do what you're doing. So yeah, sure.
I said, yeah, of course I do.
She
And
didn't
we
say
found
all that.
one.
We did find one.
He says, do you want to hold it? I said, no. But I touched it. I touched part of it. And then you had it in your hoodie pocket. And you brought it up. Is that the one you brought back? No, it was a different time. We found the black snake and you brought it up here and we put it in a bucket and you were going to keep it for a while.
It was the same time. It's attached.
Was it that?
You're going on about it's in the hoodie pocket. And all
Y'all
this
heard it
stuff.
here
Like,
first.
It was perfect.
It was perfect.
It was perfect.
It was, yeah. Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh.
Right, yeah.
Yeah,
right.
no, it was a milk snake. It was a milk snake.
That we found down there.
Yeah.
That is the one you brought back up here?
Yeah.
And Willow was playing with it and all, and then we decided to let it go because you were like, I don't really need something else to take care of right now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, I'm barely feeding myself, I'm not feeding a snake.
Exactly.
That's what I thought.
Yep. I'll let it go.
Yep.
Devious Apple sent a super chat with 23 likes. You guys are back up on it. Some of the super chats were only getting like 10. Hazel's mom sent a super chat with 21 likes, but I didn't like it, so now it's 22.
Oh, it bit his toe. He's
Hazel's
like,
mom
oh,
also
man.
said good place to do things.
Go places, do things?
Minion perked up.
Come here. He's like, I'm killing bugs. He doesn't want to, he's killing his like 42nd June bug of the night. No.
What dog is that?
Minion.
What dog are you referring to, Devious Apple?
Minion.
Charlo? Probably referring to Charlo. Minion!
Minion.
Leave her alone. Leave her be. No. Hey. I know
Come.
she's in heat and you got issues, but...
Come on. Somebody come. I don't care who it is. Oh, it's a baby.
Oh, it
Say
has
hi?
17 likes on
Say
it
hi to the
now.
people. You can barely see you. You're so
Oh,
dark.
this girl.
You can see your silver lips, though. You can see your silver smile.
Song, I don't like spiders and snakes. What's that behind you? Looks like leaves.
It's a big tree.
Could be the tree monster.
It's a big tree.
Could be a tree monster. Cool pickup lines. Snake hunting. Yeah, pretty much. There's a cool pickup
You want to
line.
go look for a snake?
Uh-huh. You want to touch the snake? All that stuff.
It's a good thing I didn't know you well enough then, because I might have thought you meant different.
Right. The outside live is super cool. The ball cap for the website was amazing in the crawl space Saturday. I bet.
Oh, I bet it
I
was.
bet.
Those things are awesome.
Thank you for the super chat, Mopar. Yeah, that probably the times I've absolutely loved that lighted ball cap hat the most was when I'm in a crawl space. I'm either underneath this building or I'm, underneath another building, and it's just
Lights it all up.
hands free. I like the ball cap to keep the stuff like off of my
Off your face.
face, like spider webs and stuff get all stuck on it instead of my actual face. Like, and it's got lights. Yeah, you guys are cool. Much love, says Inas Epos. I have no
Thank
idea how to say
you.
that, but thank you. Appreciate that. And we've got 28 likes on Moopars and 27 on the one just below it.
Nice.
Lots of likes. You guys are keeping up on the likes. And I did not know. Maybe liking super chats is a new thing. I don't remember ever seeing
I don't ever
that.
remember seeing them before.
I just think it's cool.
Didn't they just recently start putting the number up there too about how many times you've sent a super chat? Like it keeps track of the super chat number?
Could be. Minion! No. Settle. I know you got hormone issues, but
You're okay. He really wants a drink of water. That's, I think, what his
probably.
main problem is, but I can't go in and out.
No way, I never caught one of the lives before. Well, welcome, you just caught one, but we are just about to end because we got
Had the right bait.
some stuff to do. Must have had the right bait. Come here, man. Come say bye to the people one more time.
Come
Here. He's not coming up to me.
I see it.
Guys, the goats for real. Minion's the best. Thanks.
Say bye to the peeps.
Say bye to the people.
Say bye to the people, Minch. Say bye to the people, Minch. What's your bye to the people, Minch? Yo.
How do you pronounce Appalachian? Seen some memes recently about different pronunciations. Well, now you know.
Depends on where you're from.
It does depend where you're from.
I grew up in Montana and lived in Wisconsin forever, and I called it Appalachia.
I think most people not from here call it Appalachia, I think.
I'm like, the Appalachian Mountains. That's what I learned in school, was the Appalachian Mountains,
Sure.
not the Appalachian.
All right, guys. We appreciate you watching. We'll catch you
Bye, little peeps. They want to see you one more time.
a week from
Bye,
now.
guys.
Next
Bye,
Sunday
guys.
night.
Go get your bug. Go get your bug.
9 Eastern. Maybe they eat some more bugs. All that good stuff. But yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the outside live. I know I did. It's nice and cool out here.